Participating in the debate on the Cine Workers Welfare Fund Bill in the Lok Sabha, a member said, Mr. Chairman, I rise to support the bill which has been presented to the House. We are reminded in this connection of the oft repeated maxim of an illustrious leader that only labor triumphs ultimately. We have to take care of the workers toiling in every field and more so those engaged in the cine field, most of whom are now unorganized. It was only a few years ago that the government thought of them and brought forward a bill for their welfare. A welfare fund has also been created by levying a cess which was provided in that bill and some money was raised. It is doubtless a welcome step that you intend spending the money for the welfare of the cine workers. Some other members have also referred to it, and I am sure many others will likewise make a mention of it in the course of their speeches. It would not be an understatement if I were to point out that the money they have so far raised is but a drop in the ocean. It will not touch even the fringe of the stupendous problems that we have to encounter. It is a paltry sum that they have so far managed to collect. It will be negligible to deal with the problems faced by innumerable cine workers. Sir, there cannot be two opinions that the cinema has of late become a powerful medium of publicity and propaganda through which an indelible imprint is left on the minds of people throughout the length and breadth of the country. I would like to compare it to a surging and swelling river, which, if allowed to flow unhindered, will cause enormous havoc, loss of life and property. If the same swelling river is well tamed by the construction of dams or through irrigation projects, it will prove to be beneficial to public welfare. The same is true of our cine world. If it is allowed to grow uncontrolled, it can misguide the youth. But if it is controlled, it is sure to contribute greatly to the unity and integrity of the country. Sir, the condition of the workers engaged in this country is not hidden from anyone. It is known to all. The persons working in this industry have rich talent in fields of dance, music, acting, and also handling musical instruments of many varieties, writing stories and dialogues, direction, and so on and so forth. Nevertheless, being unorganized among themselves, they are in a pitiable condition and are not able to get a fair return for their labors. Although they toil day and night, they are denied even elementary amenities. I would even go to the extent of saying that their hunger and agony remain hidden behind the external glamour of the silver screen. There are also a number of women workers in the cinema industry. The description of the predicament of whom petrifies me. They are in a miserable plight. They are afforded no facility whatsoever and are treated shabbily. They do not have provision for creatures where they could leave their children during their hours of work and devote their attention to their work free from domestic worries. You have removed the limit of the number of members of the Central Cine Advisory Board, which was previously fixed at 10. It is not clear whether the number has been increased or decreased now. I would in this connection like to suggest that educationists and psychologists should also be nominated to that board so that the interests of the workers are effectively safeguarded. This board should be empowered to have control over the censor board. Then only it would be possible to check the rise in the exhibition of sex, terrorism, and other such evil themes in the films. A cine workers safety council should be set up in order that the interests of cine workers can be adequately safeguarded. There are hosts of workers behind the adorned artists whom we see on the silver screen. There are duplicates who even lose their lives sometimes. Nobody bothers about how, when, and where they die and what would happen to their dependents. Ours is a welfare state. The government should therefore pay sympathetic attention to the cine workers and bring forward a comprehensive legislation to help them in all possible ways. With these observations, I wholeheartedly welcome this